I remember when we first bought this place, looked at this place. It was so bad you cannot even imagine. There were 3 garages here with cement walls. There were 8 little rooms here with cement walls. It took us about a month and a half just to tear this place down before we could reconstruct it. That was starting December 1st, almost 2 years ago. And then in April, 4 months later, after we were doing the construction, the health department came out and said that we had mercury problem in our building and we had to tear it down. So we didn't know what to do. It was worse than you can even imagine to happen to anybody. Every day that I would wake up in Ukraine, I would not want to wake up. I would want to sleep because I wanted this problem to just leave. But after a while of working, we tore all the walls down, and there was no wood here. There was cement and trash all the way up to the ceiling. Even a dog or an animal wouldn't live in Dixie Barbecue building. It was so bad. So as you can see here, we've constructed. It took a long time, 16 months to open, many hard times. We thought of leaving, but we did not leave. We thought about it many times. We wanted to leave, but we were pretty much stuck. So we ended up staying, and we feel very good that we stayed. So as you can see, we built this floor and the second floor from a building that sat empty for 30 years. That nobody wanted in the city, except we took it and made it into a beautiful masterpiece right here in Mykolaiv. That's it. You're going to have to eat way here. Okay. Yeah. He was rock singer. Then later, you understand? Those circus. So they went to church because it's shocky, you know, my little sisters. In the early days, it was pretty rough around Dixie Barbecue building. We bought the building at the end of November from a private person, and in December I moved here from Kiev. I quit a good job there with an American Ukrainian company, and we came here, started doing construction, started getting the permissions. And at that time the mayor changed and the city architect changed, so we had to develop new relationships with the new city architect, the new mayor. What happened was in April, they came out and did testings for mercury, and we solved that problem after about 5 months, after tearing the plaster down off the walls and putting fire to the walls, chemical to the walls. Then our mercury testing came across positive, and we're very happy and excited about that. So then we thought we could take the next step, which was to ask for our land rights for our building that we purchased. And then we ran into another brick wall with the People's Deputy, Krasinko. What happened was he refused to give us the land rights, which we're very fortunate that we had a lot of help from the local press. We had a lot of help from Madeleine Albright's office, from the press secretary of Kuchma. As a matter of fact, after fighting this war with Krasinko 2 or 3 months, I was ready to give up. I was just so tired. One Sunday afternoon, I was sitting in the office here at Dixie Barbecue and just depressed and just didn't know what to do, just in shock basically that we had so much invested. It looks like that we're going to have our asses thrown out of Mykolaiv and we could lose our investment. So what happened was I was sitting in my office and I was looking through my business cards and I looked and there it was. I knew the press secretary of Kuchma, and I met him 3 or 4 times when I lived in Kiev, and I forgot that I knew this guy. So I was very fortunate. I contacted him by fax. I contacted the International Monetary Fund, and at that time Ukraine was waiting for like $1.6 billion from the International Monetary Fund for help. And I wrote the International Monetary Fund. I told them that they should tell Ukraine that until they stop the corruption and throwing investors out of the country, that they should not give Ukraine any money. So this started the wheels turning for us, and it really helped us. We were very fortunate that the local press jumped on, and City Man magazine and Mykolaiv Television and Tunis Television, some of the television stations, and the Vitrum Mykolaiv newspaper started doing articles about us. It really stirred up a lot of interest with the local people, and we just made thousands and thousands of friends through all this scandal. And what ended up happening was the city attorney ended up writing a documented paper that said that that the building was sold legal 4 years before that, and that Krasinko in fact was wrong and not legal in what he was doing. So we're very fortunate. But you know, many times business people in Ukraine are not so fortunate as we to have the American embassy behind them. And Madeleine Albright, Secretary of State in Washington, D.C., we wrote her. We received faxes from her. We received many faxes from the Kuchma-Gore Commission, which is a commission set up by Vice President Al Gore and President Kuchma of Ukraine. And so we were very fortunate. But I'm very sad when I think about all of my Ukrainian friends that are not so fortunate, and they have to fight a fight without the help of Madeleine Albright and the press and the Secretary of State. That all these people, they're so smart and they're more educated than I am, but yet they had a harder time than I did. We had a hard time, no doubt. Many days I wanted to leave Ukraine, and I thought about it many times, and I said many bad words. I picked up a bad habit in Ukraine of cussing. And the thing is that all in this, it made me a stronger person, and we ended up building what we built, and we're very happy and very thankful for this. Now we have around 42 employees in our company, Dixie Barbecue. If Mykolaiv had 1,000 small businesses like Carry Europe, Dixie Barbecue, with 42 employees, then that would be 42,000 families that would have a job. And this is what Mykolaiv needs. We're very fortunate, and we feel very good that we made it through all this with the help of our friends and the press and Madeleine Albright, her office, and Kuchma-Gore Commission. And Kuchma, he appointed people to help us, and the mayor of the city also stuck out his neck and went out of the way and helped us, and we appreciate it very much to all these people. What's your name? As you can see, Dixie Barbecue is the best in the city. We have 2 floors, American billiards, we kick ass every day. Foxtrot, tequila, steampanes, rock and roll, blues, jazz, and country. What more do you want? Right here at the Dixie Barbecue. That's it.
Привет, меня зовут Steve Wingates. I am an American citizen born in Florida, USA. For 4 years I've been living in Ukraine, 2 years in Mykolaiv. My partner and I, we decided to open up American-style restaurant right here in the Prospect Lenin in the center of Mykolaiv. That's all. Привет, меня зовут Steve Wingates. I am an American citizen born in Florida, USA. I've lived in Ukraine for 4 years now. I've lived in Mykolaiv for almost 2 years. It is right here where my partner and I decided to open up an American-style restaurant, the first of many projects in Ukraine. Right here in the center of Mykolaiv, Prospect Lenin, right here in Mykolaiv, Ukraine. You know, I always had a philosophy that normal people never make the history books, and I don't consider myself normal. This fence around Dixie Barbecue is shaped like a ship. If you look at the front of it is shaped like a ship. And often it's joked about that this is like the Titanic. But it's also joked that this Titanic will not sink. I'm Steve Wingates. As we've already told you, I am the American that opened up Dixie Barbecue restaurant on Prospect Lenin here in Mykolaiv. And one day, it is my hope and dream to be the mayor of the city of Mykolaiv. Because the reason is not that I want to be mayor, but for the reason is that I want to shock the system. Because the only way to change the things in Ukraine and to make them better is for people like me to shock the system, and that will make things better. We believe that because normal people never make the history books, and you have to become abnormal to do something and make a change in your country for the better. мы сейчас
Давайте заедем туда, возьмем.
I need to go home real fast.
А пока он едет и просто смотрит
I'll
вокруг.
go home. 5 minutes I can be back. 10 minutes maximum.
Ну, за 10 минут.
I can go home. They can eat something. And we're going to serve them lunch.
Ланч.
Obed.
Что? Ланч нужен? Не поняла.
We would let them eat lunch at Dixon Barbecue.
Будете обедать в Дикси барбекю?
Obed. They never ate at Dixon Barbecue. And I'm
Спасибо.
Okay.
Уже все знаю, можешь ходить, он еще поработает. А потом он расскажет о том, что он на
We're going to speak
компьютере
in
читает
Russian or
книгу.
English?
I will ask you again and you tell me again.
You said you go to the land permit.
Okay, it doesn't matter. And then он будет продолжать работать? No, and so on and so on. Do you understand me?
I'm supposed to talk about my book?
Надо поговорить, ему надо о книге говорить, да?
Я думаю, стоит сказать, да, о том, что он пишет такую книгу, что это новый опыт, что это новая страна.
You need
что
to
это
talk
что-то-
that you are writing the book, that it is a new experience for you, and so on and so on.
Я скажу тогда.
Что, много?
Много, но это ценно. Что, можно хранить в комаре? Можно? Да.
Good.
What can you tell me about my work tomorrow?
Tomorrow? What's your schedule tomorrow? You have to go to the land department.
Yes, have to go to land
the morning or the evening?
In the morning.
Oh.
On the computer that you are typing something that this is my work here.
See here, I'm on page 230 on my book now.
Yeah.
Plus one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll go about 300 pages and then I will finish.
300 pages.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the name of
You know, it's called doing it their way. That's part of it. Doing it their way.
the book? Uh-huh.
They're not doing it the way anybody did their way, so they're all bankrupt. If they would listen to people and do it the way that me said to the
Да. Ну, так же, как там мы писали куски. Bye.
So we should say goodbye or that's all.
Uh-huh. Okay, goodbye.
So I'm not going to see you for 3 months? For over a year now, I've been writing a book. I'm on page around 230. The name of the book is called Doing It Their Way. And basically the book is talking about Ukraine, how Ukraine is doing it their way. And they're not listening to any advice from the successful industrialized countries. So they're doing it their way, and that's the reason they're in trouble. So I mean, it starts basically from the first time I came to Russia, when I started thinking about moving to Russia. Then I ended up moving to Ukraine, and what experience did I experience things. So I think it'll be interesting for the West to read and understand the mentality of the Ukrainian, and it'll help the Ukrainians to understand the mentality of the Western. Doing It Their Way is the name of the book. Ты думаешь, я
She
не
wants
понимаю?
to say, вы думаете, я не понимаю?
Ты думаешь, я не понимаю русский? Конечно. Ты думаешь, я сумасшедший? Конечно, нет. Hey, Mom. Come to Ukraine.
Oh my God, where is my son?
Не-не-не, вы еще не пишете.
Oh my God, where is my son? I want him to come back. Why does he need this country? There are different people. Here is his father, his sister, and his brothers. Here is his family. What I'm doing, what he is doing here, I don't know. Please come back. Oh my God, where is my son? I want him to come back. What he is doing in this country, there are different people. Here is his father, his sister, and his brothers. Here is his family. What he is doing here? Oh my God, I so want him to come back. Please.
Конечно.
Что? All chefs are supposed to have большой.
Какой-то такой... Что еще? Что, курочку?
Where's the burrito shells?
Будем
Yeah, где burrito? Самый лучший шеф in Ukraine. Класс. Если я нет, это шеф, у меня есть много.
Так, так,
Что ты ложишь?
сыр,
Сыр.
помидоры, томаты.
This is commercial secret, ты знаешь
Вот
это?
так. Помидоры.
И это?
Нет. Это
Томато.
помидоры.
Нет. Да.
Лучок.
Take a look. Commercial secret on television. Nixon barbecue. No?
Да.
All right. Классно burritos, я люблю. Что это?
А соуса нету?
О, да, конечно.
Так, кнопочку не снимай.
Класс.
Аня, а что у тебя соус?
This is great. I love burritos. In America, I eat burritos all the time. You know, Mykolaiv is like Florida a little bit. It has a lot of water. It's a great, great city to be in. A lot of good people. This is a nice city, a lot of water. It reminds me of being in Florida, where I'm from. You know, when I was a little boy, I heard a story about a woman. She got married. She went to cook some ham. And she cut off part of the ham when she went to cook it, a little piece at the ends. And her husband, классно, huh? Oh, yeah, let's cook it. You want to taste it? You want to try? There you go. Молодец. Put the bottle. Вот. Увидите.
А здесь одно. Девочки,
Chef.
подождите, пожалуйста.
This is Dixie Barbecue. Классно burrito. Это наш классный шеф-повар. Bistro. That's it? You may tell the story about the meat? All right. When I was a little boy, I heard a story about a woman that got married. And she went to cook a piece of ham. And what she did is she cut off a little piece of the ham, she put it in the oven, she threw the ham in the trash can. And then her husband said, "Why are you doing this for?" And she said, "Because my mom did it." So they said, "Well, let's telephone mom and see what mom says." So they called mom. "Mom, why did you cut off a little piece of the ham?" Mom said, "Because grandma did it." And then, so they telephoned grandma. "Grandma, why did you cut a little piece of the ham off when you cooked it?" And grandma said, "Why, honey, it's because the pan was too short." And you know, it's tradition. There's so many things that are tradition, they have no meaning. But we need to get away from tradition and get back to the meaning of things. It's good to be in the Dixie Barbecue kitchen with our great Chef Bullard. All right, that's all. Turn it off.
Печка барбекю.
Каждую ночь. Говори, Смотри.
Ой, извините. О, вот так. Вот это печка наша. Сейчас что тут?
Говори, что это?
Что там?
Что это?
Это наша печка барбекю, в которой мы коптим свои окорочка, ребрышки, типа стейки. Порк-чопсы.
Порк-чоп, да. Чикен, корочка.
Предварительно замаринованные, да?
Каждую ночь.
Каждую ночь.
Каждую ночь.
Печка очень горячая.
Second floor. He's here now.
Так. А затем микроволновку.
Cameraman. I'll do the cameraman. Even bigger. We're short. How's the dean? We're short. Well. I'll go to one taxi, then I will go get in this car.
Кадр был чужой, другие люди. А
Да
потом...
есть.
Пошел, идет, сейчас. Иди сюда, мальчик, иди сюда. Мальчик, иди к мне, он снимает. Я не хочу, иди, пожалуйста.
Taxi. Go to it.